All right, ladies and gentlemen. So part of our show that we like to do each week is we like to spotlight our player of the weeks. We try to, put the poll out there, and people send in their recommendations, and we put it out there. Unfortunately, we didn't get to do a show last week because we had some things going on. So we are able to bring in our week 2 player of the week, which is Mateo Santibanez from the Valle High School. Week 2 against Franklin in their win. He had 26 total tackles, 12 solo, and 14 assists, which I think is a tremendous freaking job. So again, welcome to the show, big guy.
Nice to meet you.
All right, so just kind of start off a little bit. We'd like to talk a little about youth football and whatnot. Who did you play for when you were in youth football?
I played with the T-Birds at first, and then I went to the Broncos and finished the rest of my youth career with them. So
Okay, nice. So kind of tell me something, a little bit of what helped you with that transition into high school.
just the competition, going out of town, playing those bigger players, and then once we get to El Paso, everyone was a little bit smaller, so it was just the competition. The teams that we had to play really good, and it just gave me a head start on everyone else.
Okay, awesome. And it's still early in the season. We kind of talk about what was your off season like to get you ready for this year, knowing hey, I gotta be the captain of the defense this year. This is my defense pretty much. What is it like to make sure that you're ready for yourself, and then make sure that the other 10 guys around you are ready?
Making sure you're hitting the weight room, going to the field every day, nonstop, not taking anything lightly, making sure you're lifting heavy, going to the field nonstop, like no matter what, you have to go. You gotta work. Just getting your teammates right too, getting them to go work out with you, hitting the weight room as hard as you do. It's just a bunch of team chemistry that you gotta build with them. It's already playing out real good right now.
That's good. That's something that that's very important. You definitely got to be ready to go. Have your teammates ready too. And playing in that kind of defense that you guys play in a stacked defense. Being that Mike linebacker, you got to be able to make the checks, make the calls and whatnot. What's it like for you to make sure that your coaches trust you to be able to make those checks and calls, and two, to make sure that you guys are lined up, especially you being in the middle of that defense?
It's just the experience, playing in those big games. It gets you the experience and knowing what's going on, watching film 24/7, knowing what they're gonna run. It's just a bunch of just knowing, trying to understand their offense, getting to know what they run, what they like to run. It's just understanding their formations, their best player, where the ball's gonna go, knowing where their best player is at on the field, to try to focus on that side of the field.
That sounds definitely like someone that is definitely doing the work. We haven't really heard many people that we've interviewed talk about film watching and the importance of watching your opponents, because it's important to watch yourself in film, but the main thing is to watch your opponents, their tendencies, whether they're right guard, left guard, do they step right first, left first, whether they're running back, or they bucket stepping on the run, or how they take off or whatnot. So that's something that's very important that you mentioned. And when it comes to your style of play, whether it's college or NFL, who do you really compare your style to?
I compare myself to Fred Warner, Roquan Smith. I really watch their film, see how they play, and try to transition that into how I play, and just really helps a lot.
Yeah, those are two great ones to watch after. Okay, and before we kind of end a little bit here, just talking a little bit about this week, Canada week. Everyone knows it's going to be a big game this week. Potential, district champion winners. And now it's different this year, because last year, you guys just played them as a big game, but now it's who gets home field advantage, playoff game first round, or who has to travel. So the difference between that of fighting for 1 or 2 seed. What's it like to make sure that you guys are ready this week? You're heading down all the way to the west side, playing on that Smurf turf. People are saying that hey, they have the best defense in the state. What's your guys' mindset? And heading into that, how you guys feeling for that?
Just take that personal. They say they got the best defense, but we all know we have the best defense, and this is going to be a big game. Going down there, going to their home field. And we know it's going to be a physical game, but we know we're the better team. We know what we have. We know all the players that we have, and then it just comes down to being healthy all week, having the mindset, being locked in all week. And we know it's going to be a good game, but we know we'll come out on top, and we know we have the best defense in the city.
Awesome. Love to hear that. That's one of 3 big games, going down this week. You know, kind of just to finish off, what's that one song that gets you ready, you know, for the game? If you have one or two, or
Shook Ones by Mobb Deep, and right before we go out to the games, you always play Mo Bamba. Just get pretty crazy to that. That's about it.
okay. And you know, here at the show, we don't talk about post game meals after L's. So you know, after a dub, you know, what's that post game meal?
Gotta go to Whataburger and get a bacon cheeseburger, and then chocolate milkshake with the sweet tea. That's about it.
Yeah, that's just about everyone's answer is a
Right.
Whataburger.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but you know, hey, here at the show, of course, again, congratulations. We're looking for another one of these performances this week. It's more there too, because you know they're going to line up and be physical with you guys. So you're more than well. It's going to be a tough physical game this week. We're looking forward to it. Congratulations for the getting our player of the week of week 2. We're definitely looking forward to more. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, Mr. Mateo Santibanez, the Mike linebacker from the Valle High School.